Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela, and today I am headed over to beautiful Los Angeles, California for the next 4 or 5 days to do a little bit of exploring and hit up Disneyland with my friends. I am so excited to head over to beautiful sunny West Coast because it is currently freezing here in Canada and I cannot wait to escape this cold weather. It is currently 5:30 in the morning and I am about to head out to the airport to go meet up with my friends. So I will take you along with us for the entire journey and see what we get up to in LA.
So our trip actually got off to a bit of a rocky start as our flight got delayed for 5 hours due to a security issue at the airport. As a result, we pretty much lost the majority of the first day that we were supposed to explore and instead arrived as the sun was going down. So we picked up our rental car and head over to In-N-Out Burger to grab a quick bite of the famous Californian fast food chain, which I had tried a few times before and was never a huge fan, but this time I don't know if it was the hunger or this specific location, but the burgers and fries were really delicious. Afterwards, we drove to Century City for our reservation at Din Tai Fung, which is a Taiwanese restaurant chain that is internationally known for its paper-thin wrapped xiaolongbao with exactly 18 folds that you can watch them make from the window. We ordered a whole bunch of different dishes to try, including my favorite cucumbers, sweet short ribs, wontons, and of course the famous xiaolongbao, which are these small, delicate, soup-filled dumplings. Although this isn't a cheap meal, I would definitely recommend it, and if you are planning to check it out, make sure you make a reservation because it can get busy. After our delicious meal, we drove over to the Grove, which is a super popular open-air shopping mall with a huge selection of shops to explore. The Grove is also known for being a bit of a celebrity hotspot, so keep your eyes peeled for some familiar faces. After strolling around for a bit, we got back in the car and drove to our Airbnb for the night.
We have just gone to our Airbnb and it is 11 p.m. It took a little longer than we were expecting, but we were finally here and we went to Target on our way back to the Airbnb to pick up some food and drinks and snacks and stuff for our trip. So we picked all of that up and now we are at our Airbnb and I'm going to give you a quick little tour of our space. Our Airbnb is located outside LA in Whittier, so it took us like about an hour to drive from the Grove back to our Airbnb, but it's in between LA and Anaheim, so hopefully it's like easy access to both since we're going to Disneyland on Sunday. But yeah, let me show you the space real quick. So here we have the living room, and then it doesn't have a full kitchen, but it has like a little dining area, a big fridge, and then this little coffee station area. This is the first bedroom. And then this is the second bedroom. Nice and spacious. And then the washroom over here with a nice big double sink, which is great. This is our Airbnb for the next 4 nights. So excited to stay here. It looks very nice. Morning! It is our second and first full day here in LA. I'm so excited to go explore. We grabbed some Dunkin' this morning and we are going to head out very soon. We're planning to go into the city today and do some exploring around like all of the bigger tourist attractions. So planning to hit up like Grand Central Market first, and then we might go over to the Hollywood Hills area. We also want to go to Koreatown to grab some food. So there's a lot that we want to get done, but we'll see how much we actually get up to today and I'll bring you along for all of it. Let's go!
Heading out for the day, we first drove to the largest and oldest public market in LA for some breakfast. Grand Central Market has been open for over 100 years and has over 40 food vendors. There were so many different options to choose from, so after exploring the market, we ended up trying some tacos, some Filipino food, and some breakfast sandwiches from Egg Slut, which had the longest line by far in the market. After enjoying our delicious breakfast, we drove to Koreatown, which is a little neighborhood in LA known for their many amazing restaurants. We first walked around the Korean grocery store, comparing the prices of soju to those in Canada. It was way cheaper. Before we walked to Hanbat Seolleongtong, which is a small restaurant that exclusively sells traditional oxbone soup. The seolleongtang comes with different meat options and is served with a side of kimchi, rice, and a big tub of spring onion that you can add to your desired liking. The soup was truly delicious, and that was very clear by the continuous line out the door and the fact that it was featured on an episode of BuzzFeed's Worth It. After our delicious lunch, we walked down the street to Madang Courtyard, which was this cute little shopping mall in Koreatown where we got some yummy cream puffs from Beard Papa's as a sweet treat, and we also checked out Paris Baguette and Daiso next door as well. Although we only had a few hours to walk around Koreatown and it would require so many more to truly explore it, I'm so glad that I got to check out this little neighborhood of LA that I've heard so many amazing things about. Next, we drove to the most popular neighborhood in LA, home of the movie studios, many of LA's most popular and historic tourist destination, and its namesake boulevard. No trip to LA is complete without a visit to Hollywood. We parked at the Ovation, which was a big mall that offered 2 hours of parking for $3 if you bought something from any of the participating stores. And then from there, we walked down the iconic Hollywood Walk of Fame, passing by many famous names and handprints too at the TCL Chinese Theater. They also had wax figures of all your favorite celebrities at Madame Tussauds. Aside from that, the rest of Hollywood Boulevard is pretty much a bunch of gift shops and all those big tourist shops that you can find in Times Square and all the other big tourist attractions. So we just walked around a little bit before heading back to Ovation Hollywood to grab our car and start driving up into the beautiful Hollywood Hills as the sun was setting so that we could take a bunch of pictures at golden hour by Lake Hollywood Park, where you can see the iconic Hollywood sign. Please note that it is very difficult to parallel park on the side of the road because it's super steep, but luckily we got a great spot and took a bunch of pictures and even saw this cute proposal before we hopped back in our car and drove over to Kogi Taqueria, which is a famous Korean and Mexican fusion food truck co-founded by Chef Roy Choi, who I am a huge fan of. We each ordered their combo of 3 tacos plus a drink for $10, and despite eating it out of a takeout box in the car, this was definitely one of my favorite meals from the whole trip. Lastly, after our amazing taco dinner, we drove to our last stop of the day, Santa Monica. We first walked around the downtown shopping area and Promenade Street, which was beautifully decorated, and then made our way towards the beach and the pier. While the beach was very quiet because it was late at night and also pretty chilly, the pier was super lively, and it's home to the Pacific Park amusement park, which offers a bunch of small family-friendly rides that you can buy tickets for, as well as fun carnival games you can try. And so that was a fun conclusion to our first full day in LA.
Good morning. It is our 3rd day here in LA, and yesterday we had so much fun exploring all of the big tourist attractions. We went to Grand Central Market, we went to K-Town, the Hollywood area, and then we also went to Santa Monica. So we did quite a bit of sightseeing yesterday. We are going to be heading towards Long Beach today so that we can go check out the beach and enjoy the good weather here. We're also planning to do some shopping today, hopefully hit up the outlets. So I'll take you along with us for day number 3.
On our way down to Long Beach, we stopped to check out Bopomofo Cafe in Artesia. This boba shop is owned by Phil from Wong Fu Productions, who's a famous Asian YouTuber. They offer a bunch of unique boba flavors, so we tried a few different ones, and 2 of their fun food items as well, their Taiwanese fried chicken sandwich and the mapu tofu tots, which were both super yummy. When we arrived, we saw that there was a pepper lunch right next door, so we had to go check out this iconic Japanese chain that specializes in meat and rice dishes on a sizzling hot plate. Although I usually love this dish, I feel like I've had it better at other restaurants, so it wasn't my favorite meal, but I'm still glad we got to try it. We kept driving until we got closer to the beach and made one more pit stop at the 2nd and PCH Mall to grab another boba from Boba Guys because my friends had never tried it before. And then we finally made our way to Cherry Beach, also known as Junipero Beach. The sand was super soft and the waves were nice and calm, making it the ideal place to relax and enjoy the warm California weather. After chilling at the beach and enjoying some drinks and snacks, we finally head back onto the road to drive to the Citadel outlets for some shopping and entertainment. We were just planning to go and scout out some good deals, but we ended up being there on the day of their Christmas tree lighting and found out that Pentatonics would be performing on the stage. So we gathered with the crowds to watch the Christmas tree lighting and got to see Pentatonics perform their iconic Christmas songs, which was a very unexpected and pleasant surprise. I think this was our only celebrity sighting during this trip, but I guess we weren't really searching for anyone, so it was nice to just enjoy the free Pentatonics concert that we were not expecting to be at. Afterwards, we walked around the outlets, but there weren't that many good deals that day, so we didn't buy too much. And afterwards, we went to Yoshinoya, which is a Japanese fast food chain, to grab some dinner and enjoy their delicious gyudon. And then we also picked up some Raisin Canes on our way back to our Airbnb because my friends wanted to try their chicken tenders, which are very delicious, I will admit.
Good morning! It is our fourth and final full day here in LA. Today is our Disney day, clearly, and it is going to be a long ass day. We woke up at like 6 a.m. and we are gonna drive over very soon to try to do like the whole Disneyland rope drop thing, get on the ride. So we bought our tickets in advance. We got 1-day pass and we got the park hopper, so it means that we can jump between both parks whenever, but we're gonna start in California Adventure Park and then go to Disneyland Park later on in the evening for like fireworks and stuff, because most of like the fun rides are in California Adventure Park. And then we also bought Genie Plus, which is like the lightning lane system that you have access to if you pay like the extra $25 or $30. So we bought that, and that is all controlled on the app. So throughout the day, I'm gonna try to get like as many lightning lanes as we possibly can. We are gonna head out very soon. This is my outfit for Disney, and we're about to head out, so I'll take you along with us for our full day.
We drove to Anaheim very early in the morning, but there were already lots of people there by the time we got there, so we didn't officially make it in for the rope drop, but it was fine because it wasn't too busy in the morning. We started in California Adventure Park and rode the Incredicoaster as our first ride because the line was super short, and then head over to the Avengers campus to ride the Web Slingers featuring Tom Holland as Spider-Man. This was one of those interactive screen rides where you get to shoot things with your hands, which was really fun. And then we head over to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout because we had lightning lanes for this one, which was awesome, and it's basically like Tower of Terror if you've ever been on it. It's one of those drop tower rides, which is not for everybody, but one of my favorite rides in the park for sure. Afterwards, we went to a much less scary ride, which was this Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue ride, where you just sit in a nice little car and it takes you through the whole story of the first movie of Monsters Inc., I believe, which was very cute. By that time, we got a little hungry, so we head over to San Francisco Square, based on Big Hero 6, and tried a bunch of their food options. Honestly, the food was probably what I was looking forward to the most out of my Disneyland day. We got some burritos, we got their birria ramen, which I've heard so many good things about, and it was absolutely delicious. Like, so much birria meat. I'm gonna start doing this, like with the Trader Joe's birria with ramen. Such a good idea. And then we got this little Baymax macaron, which had a hazelnut filling, which was really yummy. And we even saw Baymax in San Francisco Square, but the line was way too long, so we didn't get to take a picture with him. Afterwards, we also picked up some more food because they got some fun items. So we got a bunch of birria tacos. As you can see here, we were really into the birria. And then we got some corn as well, got some tacos, and all of this food was really pricey, but so delicious. Because we needed to digest our giant meal that we had just eaten, we went over to Cars Land to go line up for Radiator Springs Racers, which had an insanely long line because it's one of the most popular rides in the whole park, and for very good reason, because it was super fun and definitely one of my favorite rides in the park. Afterwards, we head back to Avengers Campus to grab some cocktails from Pim Tasting Lab. They had some very fun flavors, but honestly, they were really pricey, so I don't know if I would recommend them. Then we used our park hopper to head over to Disneyland Park, and we saw Ariel, we saw a parade, and walked over to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. to check out the Rise of the Resistance ride and the workshop where you can see the hand-built lightsabers. And then we head over to Tomorrowland for two of my personal favorite childhood rides, the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters ride and Space Mountain. And we grabbed a garlic cheesy pretzel bread from Maurice's Treats and bumped into the Evil Queen herself before heading over to New Orleans Square for the Pirates of the Caribbean boat ride and to eat some of the iconic Mickey-shaped beignets that I have been waiting for. I thought there was going to be filling, but there was no filling, but they were still really yummy. In New Orleans Square, we watched a bunch of the performances that they had on the boats that moved along the water, and we got some gumbo as well to try, which was really, really yummy. And by that time, it was the end of a super long day, so we got to catch the lovely fireworks at the end of the night. Of course, the iconic Disneyland fireworks above the castle, which was much smaller than I anticipated, at least compared to my memory of the size of the castle at Disney World, but still beautiful, and I had the best day.
Morning. It is our final day or morning here in LA. We're just packing up now and getting ready to check out of our Airbnb. It's like 6 in the morning and we need to head out pretty early because our flight is soon and we live pretty far from the airport. So we are going to just pack up, check out, and then probably just head over to the airport to catch our flights. And that is going to be our day for today. We had so much fun here in LA. Yesterday we went to Disney and it was so awesome and magical and everything that they claim Disney is. We went on a bunch of the rides thanks to the Genie Plus that we paid for. So if you're gonna go to Disneyland, you might as well pay for the Genie Plus, which gives you access to all of like the lightning lanes and everything, just because we ended up using it quite a bit and going on so many more rides than I expected to at Disney. It was great. But yeah, that was really fun. And now we are going to leave. So that's sad. Maybe we'll hit up somewhere on the way over to grab some food or whatever, but we shall see depending on the traffic. Thanks so much for watching this vlog. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos coming very, very soon. Bye!